Hello everybody. Right now I am rebuilding a lighting fixture for one of my kitchen cabinets, and I decided to go with these round boards with WS2812 LEDs. These are full RGB and they are individually addressable, so each one could have a different color, brightness and whatnot. And I am using, we will see that later, an ESP32 running WLED as the software, as the driver for these boards. So they came unsoldered and I got myself some JST SM connectors. These are the male ones and the female ones, and I had to solder them, which is relatively easy. There are quite some large pads under here. Let me try zooming in. Yes, so there are quite large pads under here, and you just have to connect data in 5 volt and ground. And if you want to chain several modules together, just as I want, you will have to, let me put them together. Oh, wrong side, click. You will also have to solder the data out pin, which then goes to the connection that is on the other hand going to the data in on the next panel, on the next model. So you can daisy chain those together. I've got 4 of those modules. Where is the 4th one? I don't know. Probably lost already. No, not yet. So as I've already said, I want to mount them in a cabinet, so I need a little bit of connection between them. For that I have also soldered myself some cables. This is just a basic 3-wire cable, and I've also connected the JST plugs on both ends, used some shrink tube to secure the connection, and that's done. I've made 5 cables in total. This is a short one. This goes from the ESP to the first module, and then I have 4 cables connecting the modules together in my cabinet. So yes, also not really hard to solder these. Just get yourself some steady hands or whatever help you need. Those mechanical crimp holding hands. I don't know what's the real word for that. And yes, then you can solder those very easily. So what's else to see? I guess the ESP32. Let me zoom in again, which is not really much. Let's get it out first. So this is just one of those basic ESP32 room 32 ESP32 room 32 boards. You can use basically every ESP32 boards. At this point, WLED, the project page, recommends using an ESP32, so that's what I have used. And yeah, you see there's another JST connector, and I have soldered directly to the D2 pin, to the 5 volt pin, and to one of the ground pins present on the microcontroller. I am powering this with a simple wall plug, which goes into micro USB. Yeah, I think, yeah, you can see that. So not much on this front either. Maybe someone will ask, well, are you overloading the D2 pin or the ESP board itself if you are running those LEDs? And I don't think so, because I have looked up in the data sheets and it seems that the 5 volt connection coming in from the USB plug goes directly to this 5 volt pin. So there's no voltage regulator, there's not an IC or whatever that is in there that is that needs to handle all the current that goes to the LEDs through the red wire, so which is plus in this case. This is a direct connection, so whatever this wall plug can deliver, and in this case it's 2 amperes at 5 volts. So that is plenty of current, and even without, it should be fine. So the D pin, the data pin, is just for controlling the LEDs. Power comes from the wall plug, and it's not limited really to any current. Well, obviously it is, but we are safe on this side. So what else is there to show with this little project? Maybe this housing. This is a little case for ESP32s I found on printables. Well, there's a little print defect here on the top, but yeah, I don't care really much. This had a hole in it for a camera. I have filled that hole in my slicing software, and this also only had one of those cutouts. And so I did another cutout in my slicing software as well, and that allows me to fit the ESP32 connected with the wall plug on the USB plug on the one side, and the cables going through the LEDs perfectly on the other side. And yes, you can just place this lid on here, and yeah, it's not screwed, it's not glued, it's just slight press fits, so that seems to work very well. And as it will be mounted in the cabinet, there isn't much stress. It's just you don't see the ESP board and dangling cables and whatnot directly from the outside. That is nice. So I think the last part might be, let me grab another LED module again. So how do we mount these in the cabinet itself? And I was thinking about building some clamping thing that comes from the underside, and you can poke it through, and then it press fits and whatnot. And yeah, I discarded that idea, and what I went with, which is rather simple design, is just like a little, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. This is basically a disc, and there is another disc coming out here. This also got a little chamfer, also got a 3mm hole on the inside. And what this can easily do now, I've already tried and it works very fine, is you can take this little disc, and it fits right in the middle of the board, and you can now screw this to the underside of your cabinet boards, and this will hold it securely in place. What I wondered and what I thought, yes, I've already seen that. Well, the inner circle, the inner cylinder, could extrude some more, so it would sit, not flush with the backside of the board, but a little bit higher, so the cables wouldn't be clamped. But you all just have to be a little bit careful when screwing it to the top, and that's no big deal after all. So these little discs, very helpful little parts, printed in no time on my 3D printer. I think that's it for the components at this time. I will show you the mounted boards and the cable routing, and maybe the full product in a second. So this is what mounting in the cabinet now looks like. You see the LED driver board with the 3D printed plate and a little screw going right through it. That is another screw hole, which is from the lamp that was mounted before. Maybe I will patch those up, but I'm not sure about that. Back to the driver board. We see there's only one cable coming out or going in on the back, because this is the last board. And if we follow the cables, we see there are some cable mounts, some holders from the local home improvement store. I think I will fix this up a little bit more, and maybe get some other cable clamps, or even some channel for putting the cables cleanly away. And this goes up to the previous LED board, and this is pretty much what it looks like in every cabinet now. This is the result right now. You see this cupboard is placed under my fish tanks. And yeah, it's got frosted glass panels for the doors, which is standard product from IKEA. And so the light very nicely and softly shines through those frosted glass doors. And well, I have got several WLED devices, and they are all set to start with the same color once the sun sets, and that creates a very nice atmospheric but not too bright lighting all over the flat. And that's what this little project also perfectly blends into. And well, if you have a look with WLED, you can select almost any color. You have effects like I don't know, rainbows and blinking, and there's just so much stuff to discover. Say hello, cat. Okay, cat is on its way to the outdoors. And there's just so much stuff WLED can do. And this is just a fraction. But I think the result is very nice. This cupboard houses wine and glasses and different stuff for the fish tanks. So yeah, I think it really fits with the lighting and the overall setting. Very nice, very happy. Cost for this project, like about maybe like 25 euros, maybe a bit less. So if you've got a soldering iron and you've got a little bit of wire and maybe your wall plug, you can easily do this by yourself in an afternoon. And I think price-wise, it's comparable with solutions you could buy for the same money or even more. So yeah, very happy with the result. Hope you like it too, and have fun building one for yourself.